The tax cut set for June 2026. What's really going on? Plus, if the young don't vote, they'll inherit nothing. Welcome to Wake Up Canada News. I'm Brad Wilder. This next article was researched and written by one of our Wake Up Canada News contributing reporters. Listen, here's what's really going on with this so-called tax cut set for June 2026. Clueless Carney is saying 22 million Canadians are taking home more of their paycheck. Sounds great, right? Like the government finally gave people a break? But once you strip all that away and the talking points, it's basically a headline trick. It's 1% of the lowest tax bracket. That's it. For most people, that means maybe a few $100 a year. Meanwhile, rent, food, gas, and interest payments have gone up thousands. So in reality, we're losing ground, not gaining it. This isn't about helping you. It's about optics. They need to look like they're doing something while the real problems, housing costs, inflation, and debt, keep tightening the screws. That's 1% cut. It's a smoke signal, not a solution. And here's the kicker. When the government cuts taxes like that, it collects less money. But instead of cutting spending, they just borrow more. Borrowing means more national debt. Because the interest rates are sky high right now, that debt costs a fortune to carry. So Ottawa ends up paying more in interest, which pretty much cancels out whatever savings Canadians just got. It's a shell game. They give a little with one hand and take more with the other through inflation, through debt, through rising costs. And most people never see it because it's not happening in their pay stub. It's happening in the background, inside the system. This tax cut isn't about making life more affordable. It's about calming people down long enough to survive another political cycle. They want Canadians to feel like things are improving, when really, it's just a small piece of a shrinking pie. So yeah, you might get an extra $20 a month, but it's already gone before it even hits your account. Don't fall for Carney's tricks and lies anymore. Come on. Be a free thinker. Use common sense. For God's sake, never let mainstream media in your door. And in other news, if the young don't vote, they'll inherit nothing. That's right. Canada is being taxed, borrowed, and regulated into a future where opportunity is rationed and choices are few. The decisions made at that ballot box are going to decide and determine who keeps the wealth, who pays the bills, and who controls the institutions that shape our lives. Yet the generations most affected by those decisions are signaling, by staying at home, that they don't care enough to fight for their future. This is not abstract. When fewer 18 to 30-year-olds vote, older voters determine fiscal policy, spending priorities, and regulatory regimes. The result? Rising national debt, bloated government programs, and a housing market stacked against first-time buyers. Boomers, by virtue of habit, nostalgia, and defensive voting, continue to elect the same approaches that saddle future generations with higher taxes, weaker prospects, less control, all over their own lives. If young Canadians want to keep a stake in the future, real home ownership, lower taxes, less bureaucratic burden, and a thriving private sector, abstention isn't a virtue. It's surrender. The alternative is to organize, to vote in numbers, and to insist on policies that preserve opportunity rather than redistribute it indefinitely. This isn't a plea for bitterness against old voters. It's a call to action. Vote, even volunteer. Demand candidates who will restrain spending, restore accountability, and put economic freedom back in the center of public life. The stakes are simple. If you don't show up, the status quo will outlive you and leave you with the bill. Thanks for watching Wake Up Canada News. Please like, share, and follow us on any of your favorite socials, including Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and our website at wakeupcanadanews.com. Till next time, remember you're the voice. Time to make it count. I'm Brad Wilder. I'll see you again soon.